What do you guys think? What do you guys think in chat? Not sure if we got a prediction up for this one yet, but mods, this would be a great one to do it on, because I don't think anybody knows who to go for at Fairy Peak and Drali. I'll ask them if they're ready before saying go. Yep, alright. They don't need to be told twice. Don't need to be told at all. Let's get into it. I'm going Drali. I'm leaning towards Drali here. I thought Fairy Peak would get past Toxic. He did, but Drali is another level at the moment. Oh, and he's mind game Fairy already, but Fairy Peak with a recovery on the save. He's still in a world of trouble here. No boost to speak of, and Drali's putting the pressure on. A great defensive stand there by Fairy. He got faked, didn't give up on the play, and he's making Drali work for this one. Now he's got 100 boost to play with, but Drali, terrifying in the air, fails the first reset. Well, he got it, but the shot really wasn't anything to write home about, and Fairy Peak, oh, he's got a bounce up off the curve. I think he would have gone for a rebound here if it was going to bounce flat. Tough one. Fairy Peak with an open net miss technically, but it wasn't an easy one. Likes that we saw from TRK in the last game. Drali's tight angle also denied by the post. We got a double agent here. The right hand post working for everybody. Fairy Peak commits incredibly heavily for this one. He's left the infield dribble open, and Drali will take the fast route to goal, 1-0. Careless overextension by Fairy. But like I mentioned in the last game, between Jorias and TRK, these are the kind of plays that you have to mix in every now and then. You got to show your opponent that you're willing to attack a near post rebound. You're willing to go for an early challenge, just to put the pressure on them and make them overthink every single play that they make. And that's what Fairy's trying to do there. But Drali, he just went straight through him. What a 50-50. Fairy Peak wanted the boost to defend with, but it didn't help him at all. It just propelled him away from the ball as Drali kept it right in the middle of the goal. Consistent from Drali so far. He has shown signs of inconsistency in recent show matches. Losing to Ashley, losing to Luis in 2 back-to-back show matches, but he has beaten Moxie and he's made a very deep run. I think he's top 3 in Fears tournament. It's happening right now. And that might have been on target. Good save by Fairy to keep it out of the goal area either way. I don't know what you guys are talking about saying Fairy's washed. I mean, Fairy looked brilliant earlier against Toxic. Drali's just really, really good right now. Beating Daniel in US East, beating Daniel in Europe. He's an incredible player. One of the best at the moment. So that's why this should be, I think, Drali's favour. Even though Fairy Peak came in as a higher seeded player because of the pedigree that he brings and the tournament experience that he brings. Either, you know, the fact that Drali's made it through that round 1 unscathed shows you all you need to know about him today. He is shown up in a great state mentally. He's not given Fairy Peak any huge chances. Fairy Peak committed heavily for a near post rebound. He's done it again. That's the same mistake that he made for the first goal of the game. Fairy Peak completely on the wrong side of the ball with no boost. And he's not catching Drali off guard with these touches. If he's going to go for these near post plays, he at least needs to pop the ball into a position that's awkward for Drali to deal with. That way, if it doesn't catch Drali off guard, at least it'll force a recovery out of Drali while Fairy Peak can retreat. Now, late ignition of the boost will get Fairy his first goal of the game. Taking some time, but with a little bit of trickery, he gets it done. Feathering the boost in the setup to just loft it into the top corner gracefully. But he has to keep this close. He's given away a couple of easy goals here. And with how good of a player Drali is, that's about the limit. That's about all you can do. And here is Drali with a ridiculous outplay to make it 4-1. Flip resets on the ball, air dribbles it a couple of touches, and then wave dashes to slide it underneath Fairy Peak, who was trying to get off the wall to block this one. And these are tough shots to read. Fairy Peak knew all too well that Drali could send that top corner if he wanted to. He could just go for another complete mind game like he did earlier in the game. Now it's back in Drali's control. Fairy Peak challenges early. He's sick of just watching Drali dribble the ball around the field. He wants to disrupt him, and that has happened pretty well here for Fairy. But he can't get the ball past Drali's quick recoveries. Once again, Drali just gets there before Fairy can outplay him. And he continues to deny Fairy any looks at goal. The speed is there. The efficiency is there. The decision making has been top tier for the youngster. Looking to take down the greatest 1v1 player in Rocket League history. Drali tries to air dribble past Fairy's early challenge. Fairy adapted well mid-air, and he might be able to demo Drali in this play. Decides to play the ball instead. He's got a chance on net here. Drali's pre-jump does not make contact. Fairy unable to accelerate the ball on target, and look at Drali's recoveries again, doing so much work for him. And of course he is going to knock some more time off the clock. Fairy being forced to challenge early every single time because Drali does not give him an easy angle to come in at the ball. Final minute. Fairy kept to 1 goal up until now. It's within shooting and striking distance of a comeback, but with Drali's defense and midfield control, it's hard to see this one coming, even for a player like Fairy. This is where Drali has to be more careful. Fairy's caught players out in the past with the last second comebacks. He's probably going to shoot this one. He is. Drali quickly back. He identified the threat. He has not identified that one. Fairy Peak sticking around. And he knows he has to just take whatever chance he can get here. He'll probably commit to this one as well. And he does. Because if he doesn't commit, then he's not going to have any chance. And I think that is GG. Fairy Peak, unless he can get a kickoff goal, will be losing this one. He's given himself an opportunity though. It's not completely over just yet, but kickoff goal is absolutely necessary. What kind of strategy is Fairy Peak going to go for to make it happen? Standard approach. He's looking to catch Drali mixing it up, and that doesn't occur. Drali way too solid on the day. Just frustrates Fairy Peak constantly, and it's those two mistakes by Fairy that end up being the difference. Great showing. The composure by the youngster. Very impressive to see. And he will advance to play against Jorias in the next round. What a game that's going to be. Elsewhere, we have Abjack, Lorley, and Razier's Ashley. I'm going to say Abjack's beating Lorley. I don't think it's going to be an easy one, though. Oh, wow, it is close, but Abjack's barely winning. And on Shogun's channel, we have Razier's taking down Ashley. Not for the first time. Razier's has a couple of wins over Ashley in DreamHack. He's doing it again in the best of one. So I guess that shouldn't be all that surprising. Razier's really on great form recently. Next up on my stream, Daniel making his first appearance today against Oski. It's going to be a great game. And Fahad will be taking on Trex on Neway's channel. We're also going to be starting Khaled versus Revsy, the quarter-final, right now as well. That's going to be on Shogun's channel, so you're going to get first quarter-final match. We're going to do the rest of the quarterfinals at the same time. Then I'll be streaming all of the semis and the final on my channel. And the other casters are welcome to stream it on their channels as well. I think we'll just all stream these. Everybody can stream it on their channels.